Okay, so without much further ado, does anybody have the first question? All right, the person you've chosen is back here. It's a man with like a black shirt, I think it is. Yeah, you're pointing at yourself. Stand up. No, not you. There's a you. Yes, you. Okay. I'm going to warn everyone in advance, too. If you end up here on stage, the way that these microphones work, if you haven't been on stage before, is that you have to basically make out with them for everyone to hear you. Hello. Ooh.
So I'm very excited to be here. I kind of knew like a week ago or so that I was gonna maybe come up here if I asked you about how to get what I want, and that's actually what I was thinking about. In the little exercise you did, it was at its core level, I don't really know how to get what I want because I've never gotten what I want.
Yes.
And the person who was in the room with me was my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of resistant during the process because
This is my fault.
I was kind of resistant during the process. And because a part of me doesn't want to fix the relationship with her.
With your mother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's just, she's a narcissist, and I have no hope of changing that. And right now, my main goal is to learn how to start getting what I want, so I can move out and just really start building that life that I want.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about abundance and purpose. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I was watching your endurism video the other day. So I don't know. I'm just very excited to be here. Thank you so much.
So what one thing do you want the most?
Well, besides like the money in and of itself, because I've always been a big dreamer. I don't know how to dream small, but it's like I feel like there's more pain when you know that like there's like, as far as physically, I kind of know what I want. It's just I don't know how to get it, and I don't know exactly what my strengths or my purpose is. I have like very little self-awareness, and
You understand why you don't have very much self-awareness, right?
well, right, the environment I grew up in,
Yes.
and it was just very dense. Like especially, I know I was depressed by the age of 4.
Okay.
And it was generally from 2 to 4 when my parents were arguing a lot. And I remember the day where my dad left the country, and my mom just kind of like, I was 4 years old and we were eating, and my mom just like, yeah, your dad left. That she just kind of broke it to me at Panda Express. And I didn't care at all. It was as if I never really had a dad. So he was physically present, but emotionally I never really had him. So I already lost him a long time ago, and to me it was almost like it wasn't a big deal. And I hated my family. I remember at the age of 4, I was going to preschool, and I just know that I hated them by that point. So obviously it was not a good environment to grow up in, but I don't know how to help myself.
Well, good. Well, the first start is understanding that I see you. I understand that was not the fairest of upbringings, and it didn't give you a very good start. Yeah. If you're not laughing, you're crying, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things. When I'm in pain, I actually laugh.
I know.
What is that exactly? Is that like a thing?
It's avoidance.
Okay.
In your childhood, there would have been punishments big enough for crying that you learned not to.
Okay.
Do you understand growing up in an invalidating environment, you actually lose touch with many of your emotions because of that? Do you remember what the response was when you used to cry?
I don't remember at all.
That's even worse.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, is he?
Me?
I don't really remember when my parents argued. They told me they argued a lot. I know it was in front of me. And
Okay, can I be honest with you?
yeah,
What you want is not money.
it's connection.
Yes.
Well, I know I want connection. That's like, primarily, I want money so I can be on my own and support myself.
That's not what you want. This is why it's not working. I really need to pay attention to this, you guys, because it's indicative of the whole group here. Like, really, this is. You don't want that.
But I feel like I'll be poor if I focus on connection. And I have expensive tastes, obviously.
I'm not arguing with that. I mean, if you gave people like a mark your X on the line, and over here it's having no money, and over here it's having lots of money, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be, no. Right? But the reason you're not getting anywhere with this is because of what you just said. I want to have all this money because it's just, I don't want to have to rely on everybody for everything, right?
Yeah.
So what is the part of you that desperately wants relationship here? Anyone? I'm going to be completely by myself.
Right, I do want to be by myself.
No,
so.
you don't.
No, I mean like safe by myself.
No, you don't.
Okay, sorry.
I'm very glad this is coming out right now, because when we have been hurt over and over and over and over and over and over and over by people, we tell ourselves the story that what we want is to be perfectly fine on our own, so we never ever have to be at the mercy of other people. That's what we're doing. But look at where that motivation comes from. Does that feel pure?
No,
Okay, A, it doesn't feel pure, but B, I want you to look at the vulnerable part on the opposite side of this, who is desperate to have connection no matter what. Money doesn't matter to this part. It doesn't want to be by itself. It wants desperately to be able to be in an interdependent relationship with somebody where there is intimacy and it's softness, and when you walk through the door you feel relaxed instead of tense. That's what everyone wants.
yeah, I want to be wanted.
Yes, that's what you want more than anything in this universe.
Yeah.
So when you tell the story, no, I want to be completely independent so that I never have to be at the mercy of other people. You're at war between these two parts of yourself. And so this one, the one that really wants to be wanted and loved, puts the brakes on and says, you're not going to get money ever then, if what I'm looking at is a lifetime by myself.
So that's what that part of me has associated with me making money? Is
Yes.
that completely abandon that if that happens?
Yes.
So how do I...
Because your motive for it is so that I cannot be at the mercy of anyone else ever again.
Well, I want to, because the thing is, I don't think that I can get connection in the environment that I live in. Living at home.
No, you can't.
Exactly. So I have to move out.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I want money. I can't support myself financially. So, I want connection. And I know that part of me wants it more than anything, but I don't allow it because I feel like if that's my primary focus, I'll kind of, I kind of identify, maybe I'll lose my identity because any little identity I have is from the things that I want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have a genuine.
I know. That has to change.
Yeah.
Identity is about preferences.
Right.
You don't have to have a giant house to know whether you like vanilla ice cream or strawberry ice cream. Do you see?
So it's more in the moment preferences than
Yes.
necessarily big picture.
Well, to be honest with you, you're going to hear me talk a lot to people who have gone through enmeshment issues like you, right? You'll hear me talk a lot about developing a strong sense of self and boundaries, right? At a higher level than that, there is no such thing. Like the more spiritually developed you get, the less of an identity you have, and it's just...
Because you're willing to go with the flow?
No, it's because you start to recognize that there is no self.
But then you still have preferences, right?
Yeah, exactly, in the moment. It's
So-
just about me uniquely. What do I like? Do I like poinsettias? Yeah, I kind of do right now. What else is an identity?
I feel like career and purpose, like how you produce, what you produce to the world.
That's dangerous.
For me,
No, it's dangerous to have your identity built around what you do. That can go away that fast. Think about me today. I'm a great spiritual teacher, right? What if I get shot in the head and I can't speak anymore? Now all I have is what I was.
what are you then? Because I always thought that your core identity is going to come from your purpose, like what you're doing.
Not at all. That's the lie you've been told, because you have been raised to believe that what you do represents how lovable you are.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
But for the sake of the fact that you do need to leave your house, yes. Like this is me standing on stage telling you, yes, you need to leave your house.
I know, but how?
Watch, okay? Now this is what's really important, okay? You're not going to be able to line up with moving out because of the real reason that you're wanting to move out, right? Is so that I don't have to be at the mercy of these people. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to be able to do it unless you have the other aspect of you on board. Does that make sense?
The one that wants connection at all costs.
Yeah, so are you guys ready to see this? Now, I will give you a little bit of a warning, because later on, I have a feeling I'm going to have to be explaining fragmentation to you more in depth so you can understand exactly what's going on here. Because it's going to come up over and over today, I think. But do you want to try something revolutionary?
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to take on the energy of the aspect of you that wants connection no matter what, and is making it impossible for you to move out of the house. Okay? Now, you have to find a way to get me on board here, and you're not going to be able to do it by being a jerk and by pushing me around.
Okay.
So, have fun.
So I just start with...
Start talking to me.
Okay.
I'm you, by the way. I'm this other part of you, so you're talking not to Teal Swan, the spiritual teacher, you're talking to the part of you.
So I want to move out so we can start building a social circle of people that want me and actually want to connect with me, and that'll be directly involved with what I do, but also just as far as friends go.
I feel like no one will ever want you.
No one will want me.
Yeah. That's what I feel like.
So how do I get people? What do you want?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're saying that you're going to go do this, but I feel like you're going to leave and just be by yourself. I feel like there's nobody who's going to want us.
So, well, how do I get people to want us? Like, do I have to kind of let go of other people? And I don't understand.
No, I need people.
Right, so how do you, I mean, I know you want other people to want us.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't believe other people are going to want us, how will you ever, like, don't you have to believe it before it happens, or? I don't know. I'm kind of struggling.
Why would anyone want us? Look at us. We're ridiculous.
So I have to know what what I can add to the other person, like how I can be intimate with them, or I have to be willing to find someone I can.
Well, that's an interesting idea. What can I give to somebody? Okay.
Yeah, like what do I add as far as value?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know what. I mean, a lot of my strengths are just like I feel like I'm a pretty objective person, and I can analyze things, but I don't know how I can contribute to other people.
Yeah, so listen to what you're saying. Listen to us. We have nothing beneficial to give anybody, so the only people who will want to be around us are our family members who we hate.
Right. So how do I... Well, see, this is why I feel like it comes back to purpose, because that's what I consider as knowing what value you can add.
See, but I don't feel that way. I feel like if we get a purpose, then what's going to happen is that people will not really love us. They're just going to want us for whatever we do to them. Like, okay, so now I'm a big, giant singer, and now everyone just wants me for the fact that I'm famous. Like, I'm not going to have anybody.
So then we only do what, like, we know we're not going to get used for.
Yes.
So always initiate everything with, like, more or less a boundary instead of trying, not a boundary, but only bring people into my life who are not here to use me. So they're not here for what I do for them, because I have that bit of a martyr in me.
I know you have that.
So, yeah.
How do you get me to move out of the house?
I don't know. This is actually one of the problems I have when I ask myself these questions.
Do you see why you're stuck at home yet?
Well, the answer that always comes up is, I don't know. I don't know how to get around that.
So we're just never going to make a step then. If you don't know, and that's always going to be the answer, we're never leaving home. That's the answer.
Well, yeah, that's how I feel. So the main problem is not getting used by other people, right?
I need to genuinely connect with someone, and I don't believe that anybody but our parents, honestly, are going to let us be around. Yeah.
So then we only have people in our life that don't have anything to do with my, let's say, business or purpose, just more or less friends. Like any relationship, like a girlfriend plus.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can do that. So then just forget about work completely.
Yes. I don't care about work. I just want friends.
Yeah.
See, I don't trust you to find that.
Because I don't see how we, like, I feel like I'm being too reasonable. Like, how do you not live at home without having work, without working?
Well, it's not about work for me. It's that I don't want work to be the same thing as getting people.
Well, I can separate the two.
Separate the two. I don't care what you do for work.
Well, I can separate the two. Like, okay, I separated there. So.
Where are you going to find friends? This is what I need to know. I'm not leaving the house until you tell me.
I mean, I could start here. I'll start at lunch.
You swear to God?
Yeah, no, really. I'll come back after lunch, and then I'll like, I guess here. See, I have a regret because I kind of made a friend a while ago, and then I kind of fuck things up. Mm-hmm. I tend to fuck things up.
I know.
Hold on. So how do I stop fucking things up then? Because it's like I never make the right decision. And I feel like I'll listen to someone else's opinion before my own. Like I'll always ask for someone. I think maybe that's the reason I keep like abandoning myself and why I don't have these. But it's very, very difficult to me to like go all the way with anything I tell myself. There's so many other thoughts that come into place.
Mm-hmm. Start asking me. I'm the one that holds the truth.
So the part of me that just wants
connection, yeah.
Connection. I'm aware of that part of myself.
I don't feel like you're aware of me, so.
Well, I know that you just more or less want to settle down and like have a family.
Yeah. That's what I've always wanted, what I never got.
So that does require me. So this is what I've been torn. Well, no, I understand, because this is what I've been torn against.
I feel like I have an abusive parent in you.
Yeah. But like it's starting to make sense as far as the two sides of me that have been contradicting each other, because one side, now I realize why I don't trust him, because I'm just starting to connect it. So the part of me that wants to be successful doesn't want to have a family, because to actually be successful, you can't really have a family.
Exactly. Which is why I haven't let you do it.
Especially with my standards, I could never have a family. And
yes. Now, did you feel this energetically? This is the first breakthrough we got between you and me getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need you to see that about yourself.
So is this about letting go of standards, or?
No, it's that all you're promising me is a life without people.
Right.
And that has to change, otherwise I'm not coming on board. So this needs to be your number one priority. Then I'll let you do whatever you want.
So everything, okay, I get the point. So everything I do is just, the first priority is, does this first meet the connection part of me? If not, then
yeah, you're not getting anywhere.
I don't go for it.
This relationship is all that matters.
Okay.
This is all that matters. And all the success you want depends on this one.
Okay. So everything else comes secondary after this priority.
Yeah, you ready?
Okay.
Do you accept this as part of yourself?
Yes. Good?
What you just saw was really, really important, because this is the reality of what's going on inside you. I cannot tell you how many people are struggling for success or whatever it is, and they can't get it because this internal war you just saw. We all have these contradictory parts, and think about this. If you're stuck in any situation, what does it mean? You're in a tug of war. There are two parts that are going in opposite directions. That's what it means. So you just have to find them and to get them on the same page. And that needs to be a loving process. You cannot shove them into it.
Okay.
You just met yourself today.
Thank you.
Whew, that's the first time I've ever done that on stage. I like that strategy.